Welcome to Belfield Bowl for round 13 of Division 1A UCD versus the City of Armagh. As the teams take the field, Armagh first out of the blocks. This is Connor Dempsey, aka Merv, co-commentating today with the one and only John Gilsonan. John, good day for it, nice and clean day after all the rain.
Absolutely, yeah, a bit soft underfoot, but that won't be an issue. It's fairly still, not little to no breeze, and it should be a good day of rugby. And I'll just run you through the teams quickly before we get underway. Starting with the visitors: Dylan Points, Jack Traynor, Paul Mullen in the front row, John Glasgow and Josh McKinley, the captain, in the second row, James McNabney, Nigel Simpson and Neil Falloon, Lewis Finley and Evan Crummy, halfbacks Timmy McNeese, Matthew Hooks, and the centre Sam Cunningham, Andrew Willis and Shea O'Brien on the back three. UCD's team as they take to the field: Michael Milne, Gus McCarthy, Rory Maguire, Jerry Hill and Conor O'Tierney in the second rows, Bobby Sheehan, the captain, moving to the back row, Mick Culreevy, Matt Healy, number 8. The halfbacks Mick Maloney and James Tarrant, and in the centre Luke Kurtzinger and Tim Corkery, with the back three of Rory Shields, Andrew Osborne and Rube Maloney.
This is the first competitive fixture between the clubs in the bowl here in Belfield. The teams played up on the Palace grounds before Christmas, and UCD came away with a 25-18 close-fought victory. So City of Armagh will be looking to square things up, and we're sixth playing seventh in the league here. Most of the teams towards the bottom of the league are playing each other, so really important the outcome of today's game. 3 points between them as the match kicks off. UCD on 20 points, City of Armagh on 17.
Yeah, taken there by John Glasgow from the restart from Maloney. And just Lewis Finley shaping up for a box kick, and does well with Maloney underneath it. First touch for him. Great to see him back in the starting 15, and a powerful carry. Maloney just goes down the narrow side, and McCarthy to O'Tierney. Not much for him when he looks isolated there. It could be a turnover. They look to have turned it over yet. Just got isolated there, and a good turnover from Armagh. And Lewis Finley shaping to exit once again. Decent connection to Maloney underneath it this time. That's Mick Maloney. Passes to the other Maloney, Ruben. No relation, but namesake. And Maloney now, Jerry Hill out the back to Tarrant. Puts a boot in behind, and Armagh are there to cover and send it back. Nice exit there off the park, and a very good kick from Shea O'Brien, the Armagh fullback.
So Armagh will be happy with that opening, finishing up midway between the 10-metre line and the 22. UCD's 22. UCD kicking off, and the opening salvo finishing with Armagh with the territorial victory, so to speak. We have the very well-known figure of Frank Murphy refereeing this game, the international referee.
Taken in the air by Healy, and UCD go straight to the maul and got a good early shove, but Armagh there to stop them as it gets set. And Maloney box kicking now. Osborne going up to contest that in a fair contest. I think it could have been knocked on by the Armagh hand, and yet really good box kick from Maloney. Lovely hang time and good pressure from Andrew Osborne on the far side.
Michael Maloney's box kicking is one of his fortes. He's also a dead-eye dick with the place kicking, and has been rewarded for his endeavours with being picked for the Irish club team, the Irish club squad at least, that was announced during the week. Himself and Bobby Sheehan and Andrew Osborne, I think, is also representing or picked for that squad, training squad, and it'll be coached by Sean Skehan, the Terenure head coach, and our own Emmett McMahon, director of rugby, will be the forwards coach for that Irish club squad.
And
quick take here
into Kurtzinger to the centre. Yeah, just a quick tap from the free kick at the scrum, and Maloney trying to dig it out, and Michael Milne, the Leinster representative, out in the UCD blue today. Taken there by Tierney. Tarrant now just feeds it into Kurtzinger. He'll look on to get on a lot of ball today. UCD just looking for a quick ball and just knocked on there by Michael Milne.
And Frank Murphy sees a penalty opportunity. I think Michael Maloney was slipping there at the base of a ruck. I think he was trying to purchase a penalty, but Frank Murphy wasn't selling. It'll take a lot to convince Frank Murphy, I think, more than that he was being impeded, but got the penalty anyway, and he's an opportunity to open the scores.
And yeah, no hesitation. Bobby Sheehan pointed straight at the post and said, we'll take the 3 points with the confidence in Mick Maloney that he would have. We'll keep you up to date with the games around the ground, around the country today. Shannon play Lansdowne, Terenure taking on Young Munster, Trinity against Cork Con, and Clontarf against Ballynahinch. We will give you as many score updates as possible, with thanks to any score. Routine from Mick Maloney there. UCD taking early lead 3-0. And they'll be happy with the opening couple of minutes. Evan Crummy now just shaping up for the restart. Jerry Hill underneath and running it back. And Maloney once again just shapes up for a box kick.
Very good height there, just dropping just beyond the 10 metre line.
Osborne putting a bit of pressure on once again, and Frank Murphy calls it backwards, probably right. And just picked there, and really good tackle from, I think it was Michael Milne. Taken there by Dylan Points. Met well by the UCD defence. Little tip inside. Really nice from Armagh now, and the fullback Shea O'Brien. And Lewis Finley kicks it forward. But Ruben Maloney's back there and left peg, and really nice touch there from Evan Crummy, the number 10 for Armagh, going down close enough to the wing there. Hooker Jack Trainer now, really good tackle there from Rory Maguire once again. Little tip inside once again, but met by Tarrant, and or it was Kurt Singer and Sheehan. Good defence from UCD here, driving Armagh backwards, and John Glasgow, the big man, takes it forward. Finley just looking for it and comes away with it. I think there's an advantage coming to Armagh here. Jack Trainer. UCD's defence pretty solid so far, and out the back to Crummy, but it's blocked down, and we'll go back for the penalty.
I suspect that was a man on the ground tackling the Armagh forward who was trying to sneak through that ruck. Of course, you can't tackle if you're on the ground. So surely Armagh will say it's 3-3 here, take a shot to make it 3-3. Michael Milne, a surprise appearance, so to speak. He hasn't played, I think, in a good while for UCD, but he's lacked game time, been dogged with injury this year. Hoping for a big breakthrough year with Leinster, Michael, and obviously trying to hopefully now getting back to full fitness and needing minutes. So it's been Jack Boyle has played quite a number of games. Gus O'Malley, obviously, he's on the bench today, loose head for UCD, but on this occasion, both making way for Michael Milne.
I believe it's Shea O'Brien kicking. I could be wrong with that, but we'll get the number on his back shortly. We can just see that out half Evan Crummy in the backfield, so I think it could be Shea O'Brien. Yeah, up the flags going, really nice strike.
And that all came from a nice break just inside the Armagh half between the centres, a missed tackle or some confusion caused in the UCD midfield, and that gave them the break deep into UCD territory and rounded off with 3 points there. So honours even. Nice height on that kickoff, and it bounces into touch.
You'll be happy with that.
A lot of chat and indecision amongst the Armagh ranks. Leave it, catch it. Too many voices, not enough decisions.
Yeah, UCD will be pleased with that. Put a bit of pressure now on the Armagh line out and force them to exit, and hopefully put a bit of pressure on the boot of either Finlay or Crummy. Jack Trainer now with the first line out today. In the air to Josh McKinley, the captain, and go to the maul.
Yeah, the line-out maul, certainly all season teams have made meters against UCD. That was UCD countered that one pretty well. Still inside the Armagh 22.
Yeah, Finlay now just feeds it inside and setting up to get rid of it here. Probably look to get it off the park, but may keep it in field with the box kick, and does just that, and Tarrant underneath and safe hands there. And Maloney was running a different line to what Tarrant saw, and picks it up anyway and tidies things up. And Clorevy now with the carry out the back to Kurtzinger. It's nice rugby, straightens himself and does really well. If he can offload it really good, goes through Tierney. Rory Shields inside.
Getting each other's way nearly, UCD.
Really nice rugby there from Kurtzinger, and good support lines from O'Tierney, and Tarrant now goes out the back. Tim Corker to Maloney now, and Maloney goes inside, backs himself and gets gain line anyway, and Armagh looking to get over the ball, but just a good clear out from UCD. Matt Healy now, bit of space in front of him. UCD only about 3 metres short here, and Gus McCarthy takes it now, and nice carry once again, and Maloney now to Rory Maguire. I think Conor O'Tierney ran a decoy line that was deemed crossing, unfortunately, and
very unfortunately
really,
there.
Really good attack though from UCD.
Prime position and flow overall looked like it was culminating for a score, and they got in each other's way at the start of that move and finished it in the same fashion.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed, but pleased with the attack leading up to it. It was just I think O'Tierney was looking for the ball himself.
Yeah, no, it was great flow, great interplay between backs and forwards. Very good in the backs to let the forwards in for some of that kind of open play.
Osborne now runs it back, and yeah, UCD will fancy themselves once again. And Bobby Sheehan out the back to Tarn. We're seeing that a lot today, trying to get around our man, look for a bit of space on the edge, but ball goes astray and picked up by Rory Shields here. Good athlete and quick feet.
Bit of a Hail Mary from Kurtzinger there, and his prayers were just about answered in the way that Shields played that ball back into position.
Tarrant now just gives it to Clorevy, and Armagh defence well set, and Jerry Hill now
gets over the game line. Jerry
Kurtzinger now skip pass out to Shields once again, a bit of a loose pass, but Shields tidies it up, and Maloney just down the short side, and Gus McCarthy now, we know how good a player he is. Milne now, oh, really good step inside from Milne. Can he beat the last defender? Does really well to get outside him, and I think gets over him. Really good from Michael Milne. Absolutely class.
Back with a bang. Phenomenal.
Showed the footwork of a back three play there, and a lovely step inside. Gus McCarthy now left the Armagh defence for dust.
He'll have enjoyed that.
Just saw the gap,
here,
yeah, really good.
Great acceleration, you'd have to say, and he was pretty much on his own. The Armagh back, probably showed him too much respect there, showed him too much space. I understand why. I wouldn't want to go in and tackle him myself, but he kept backing off him and really made it easier in the end. He needed to offer himself as a sacrifice there, but rather him than me, as I say.
Really good, yeah, really good. Good try from Michael Milne. Great to see him and playing a bit of club rugby and getting minutes. And Maloney now shaping up for the attempt at the extra two.
Yeah, he's
difficult angle, but
head and shoulders the top scorer in Division 1A of the league.
Good strike, but just to the left hand side and wide, and disappointing, but it's a very difficult kick.
Senior Vice President Willie Burns shuffling past. Burman scores. I think it was a shout in from Willie Burns. Yeah, it's some rumour that Willie Burns is Michael Milne's real agent.
father, no?
Well, can't believe you've gone there. Apologies to the Milne family. Michael's obviously far too good looking to be associated with Willie Burns.
Taken there by Matt Healy. Back to serious proceedings here. And Maloney shaping up the box kick.
He said, Willie Burns said a Burr man, not a Burns man, John. I think you're confusing the two. Good field there, good take. It was a good kick chase by UCD and good ground gained, if not possession.
Yeah, just crossing there once again. And penalty goes UCD's way this time.
1-1 on the crossing stakes. Bit of come dancing going on.
Dancing with the Stars, possibly. Not a fan.
Different channel.
And yeah, just bringing play inside. Well, probably just on the 22 there for Gus McCarthy to throw in.
Very still afternoon here. The floodlights are on for later on, really. It's nice and bright and very still, no wind.
Possible rain forecast, but hopefully it'll stay off until this evening. Usually just set them all, but it goes down. I think could be playing advantage here.
Gus McCarthy, he's such a baller.
Puts his head where you wouldn't put your foot. Tiring now, Sheehan, and a bit isolated there. Timmy McNeese with the turnover, but yeah, we'll go back for the advantage. I think it was from the maul.
So good field position here for UCD. Making a better start to this game, albeit around this time in their last match away to Ballinlahinch, 7-6, and UCD looked to be in the hunt, and it went south from a rather technical yellow card decision against them. UCD looking to make amends for what was a very disappointing display, let alone result, the last day. So far so good, but it's early doors.
Yeah. We go into the air again with Jerry Hill and set them all, and it looks to be well set, but the Armagh defence is holding strong so far. Gus looking around to say what next, and peels himself and backs himself and nearly gets there, about 2 metres short. And Corky now running the hard line, and really good straight through Timmy McNeese, and really good from Tim Corky. And UCD playing all the rugby so far.
Yeah, very ruthless bit of play there. They got field position and not many second asks. They've made the most of it. Gus McCarthy peeling away there, going to ground. Good, clean and quick ruck, and Tim Corky riding a very tight inside line, arcing in and then just slightly out, evading the tackle and leaving it with around the 15-metre line, I would posit, for Michael Maloney. He missed from the left side. See if he prefers the right. As a kicker now, John, I wouldn't have a rat's in the physics of this. Should this be a right-footed kicker prefer the right side?
I would have thought he'd prefer the left side, but I can't be so sure.
Well,
anyway, 2 points added, and Maloney probably doesn't mind from that sort of angle. Either side is just fine.
Today's match sponsor, Midwest Construction. Much obliged to all sponsors associated with clubs in the AIL League. Very important, and in return people get great opportunity for networking and visibility of their brand. And the players certainly provide a very high standard of rugby. It's a great product.
Restart from Crummy there, taken by Healy. Given to Mill now. We've seen a lot of him today, and definitely being targeted by a few of the Armagh back row, looking to put a shot in on him.
Be able to talk about it in the bar afterwards.
Maloney now with the box kick, and Osborne will be there once again to put pressure on the Sam Cunningham, I think it is.
It's a steepler of a kick, well taken.
Shea O'Brien.
Well taken by Shea O'Brien, yeah, because Osborne's getting up and putting good pressure on the catcher every time. He's chasing hard.
Armagh using that tip inside quite a lot today. Must have identified it as a bit of an opportunity to try and get a soft shoulder, but McNeese there taken down by Rory Shields. Armagh with a number here. I think Finlay just goes himself, and really good pace from the scrum half, and Neil Falloon just lost there. I think forward pass was the call, but really nice break from Lewis Finlay.
Stepping inside, Michael Milne there. Nothing scrum half likes more than to meet a front five forward around the fringes of a ruck, and he took full advantage there. And they looked like they could have been in, just the pass didn't stick, or a bit forward. But again, I do see seems to be a bit of a disconnect there between UCD centres and the wing. A little bit of space, a little bit of gap. They're not quite as connected. I think the term being used, John.
Correct.
The right term.
They were slow to fall there, and Finlay saw just that, and actually had numbers outside him, but saw the gap in front of him and took it straight away. Looks a real lively scrum half. Craig Casey-esque with the blonde head in him. But looks a good player and a pivotal player for Armagh today.
He reminds me also a bit of Dave Shanahan, the Ulster scrum half, who hails from Dublin, Belvedere College originally. He's played all of his rugby up in professional rugby up with Ulster.
We'll give you a quick scores around the doors as we have a quick stop here. Shannon 6, Lansdowne 7, Terenure lead Young Munster 7 points to nil, Trinity 12, Cork Con 0. Really good start from Trinity there, and then Ballynahinch 14, Clontarf 7. So few interesting results. Cork Con and Clontarf, the top two, both losing so far, but obviously only 20 minutes in. Cork Con have got one back at 12-7 now to Trinity, but Trinity will be pleased with that start.
Yeah,
in College Park.
Shannon's sticking it to Lansdowne at 6-7 down in Limerick. So the teams in the lower half are really sticking it to the big boys today.
It's a business end of the season, if ever there was, with just I think 5 games remaining.
Scrum goes down. Frank Murphy doesn't call anything. The ball is away.
Kurt Singer just setting up the platform for the exit now, and back inside to Milne. You can see the pitch getting dug up there from the scrum, and we've had a lot of rain here in Dublin the last week, probably all over the country, and pitch still in good nick, but a bit soft underfoot, as we mentioned.
Yes,
nice kick from Maloney there.
Lovely clearance up to the 10-metre line, as you can see. Yeah, the pitch walking out across is in great nick, but there's some parts of it inevitably. With the amount of rain we've had, there's going to be some parts better than others. But as you can see in your camera, very little dug up overall. It's a credit to the way the pitch was laid here and to the ground staff overall. It's a fine surface week in, week out. UCD don't compete.
Trainer goes in the air and
nice dummy.
Heel playing, just knocked on there by McNabney.
And that was a pro player on pro player there. James McNabney, a bright light for the under 20s a number of seasons ago, and up and coming player for Ulster. He'll have been disappointed with Michael Milne just forcing him to cough that one up, and it's a long clearance there, the most made of it. UCD now have field position again.
Yeah, really nice kick from Tarrant.
We'll see if they stay ruthless. James Tarrant, he's had season pockmarked with injury, but back in with this one with his old mucker Michael Maloney, their established pairing. Beautiful hands.
Really nice from Healy, and Bobby Sheehan pills off. Kurt Singer now to Corky, but met well by Timmy McNeese in the centre. Sheehan calling for it, but flashed across in front of him to Maloney, and Maloney a bit of space, and we know what he can do, and he could go all the way here to Shields now. Can he get over? He's just 5 metres short and dances inside, and really good from Rory Shields.
That was a phenomenal finish. Ruben Maloney, extraordinary strength in the tackle, met the tackle, managed to stay upright and find himself in an arc that he then injected a lot of pace at a fabulous offload to Rory Shields, who I thought, to be honest, should have backed himself and gone outside. He took the harder route, but he has fantastic feet, beating 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic stuff. Phil Bennett-esque.
Yeah, class from both Maloney and Rory Shields.
Great stepping by both of them there.
Maloney did very well, but didn't completely put it on a plate for Rory Shields. Rory Shields had to do a bit, and he did just that, and really good from UCD.
Yeah, and obviously a collision here. Armagh player having to leave the field. He took too much of a knock.
Timmy McNeese, unfortunately. I think he took a knock, and good to see him up walking away, but
Albeit a bit wobbly.
hopefully okay. Looks a seasoned veteran.
I think he's washing the grey in. Some of them. It's quite fashionable now.
And 2 points added by Maloney. 22 points to 3. UCD will be really pleased with the opening 25. We'll try and update you with who came on. I'd imagine Dylan Nelson. I can't be 100% sure. We'll keep you up to date. And the restart from Crummy, taken once again by Healy.
Maloney, the preferred option, again lining up for box kick.
No surprise there. It's nearly scripted at this point.
Oh, just about fielded.
Just taken.
Play on
Armagh
the
just
halfway line.
struggling to hold the ball here, and nice carry there from Nigel Simpson.
You sense that it's now or never. Frank Murphy has his arm out for.
Nice from Crummy there.
Some
Really nice
advantage.
little dink in behind him. Maloney has to go running after that one, putting under a bit of pressure there. And really nice kick from Maloney.
Off his weaker left foot.
Kept inside by Crummy. Finley now takes it forward, and Trainer has to play 9.
Armagh upping the tempo, really hitting rucks there.
Penalties Armagh there, I think.
You sense that Armagh realise that 19 points down, they're going to have to get the finger out if they're going to stay in touch in this game. And they're going for a kick to the corner.
Yeah, they need to try to get themselves into the game here, and to the corner they go. Yeah, they just struggle to hold on to the ball. They're playing nice rugby, but just struggling for possession, really.
Most dangerous around the edges of the rucks and in the centres. That's where they're making their half breaks and full breaks so far. No dominance from the forwards. UCD well competed there.
Tierney won it in the air, and Terry Hill came away with it. And Maloney, I think, will box kick immediately, and no messing around.
Tarrant not even standing behind him in case of emergency. Just leave it to Maloney.
And stays in field. Andrew Willis still carrying. Good carry from him. I think he's possibly just lost it there in contact, and yet advantage for the knock on. Sheehan just takes it forward.
Bobby Sheehan able to play hooker and blindside wing forward. He'd probably tell you can play right across the back row, mind you. The Sheehan's an extremely talented family, according to the Sheehans.
Maloney box kick again. Dylan Nelson, the substitute, just underneath it, and McNabney in an offside position playing the ball.
Great box kick, great chase by Rory Shields. Knock on result, and then moving on to a penalty for offside. So the full Monty there from UCD. Pressure leading to a knock on, and ultimately a penalty and an opportunity for field position again. James Tarrant just needs to make his touch here. He goes for a long one, and he kicks it too long and out over the edge. So a bit of greedy there, looking to ride the wave and going for everything.
Yeah, no need for it. Just get inside the 22 and trust your pack. But we'll restart with the scrum here to our map.
You get a chance to see these scrums up close. Dylan Points up against Rory Maguire, who's in the Leinster Academy, has played a few games for Leinster this season, and Paul Mullen has the privilege of engaging Michael Milne. Paul Mullen, he's well built for pressure. We'll see here now under our noses.
Pretty solid so far, yeah. Mullen just looking to get the shove on, and does really well.
Yeah, Paul Mullen will be happy with that one. Michael Milne going for it. And Paul Mullen able to take the pressure, keep the angle, and Milne goes to ground. So that's definitely a story to be repeated in the front row union later on.
Yeah, nice ball from Evan Crummy. Armagh kind of desperate for a try before half time, about 30 minutes played nearly. And we'll need a score before half time, you'd imagine, to keep in touch with UCD here.
That missed penalty to touch has resulted in a scrum, then a penalty, and now we're back on the UCD 22. So
just a missed timing there, and bit of a...
Everyone's standing off the ball there. You would have thought that somebody would have gone down it. There was everybody standing around looking at it.
Another scrum here, and Mullen probably look to get after it once again.
Yeah, it was Milne who was going after Mullen the last time, and Mullen wasn't for moving. Mullen seems to be having a chat either with the referee or Michael Milne about the bind. Mind games before the bind games. Had to go for that one. A bit cheesy, too much cheese.
Seemed to be a bit quicker getting set versus a few weeks ago when we were hours waiting for scrums. Frank Murphy definitely getting on with it. Such an experienced ref, and great to see him in the ball today. And Crummy now out to his outside centre, and
nice
to
bit
get
of
around
football.
UCD, and I think it's the substitute there, Dylan Nelson.
Very game.
Far wing.
And Matt Healy not getting out of the way soon enough, so Armagh playing with an advantage there.
Goes back down the narrow side, and UCD's defence there. UCD's discipline here just giving Armagh a few opportunities. They'll probably head for the corner once again. Back their pack to get over them.
See touch judge's flag, the wind ever so slightly, a breeze.
Cameron Doak coming into proceedings here, a big man. Certainly not the same build as his brother Nathan.
No.
Presumably they are brothers with the ginger hair.
Very much so, yeah. No, there's the Barnett would suggest that the fathers are the same anyway.
And now Armagh go to them all and look to be well set, but just short. I think it's Armagh look to have secured the try, and yeah, really good maul, and just got close enough to reach out and touch it down. Not sure who came away with the ball. It could have been McNabney, was it? But a really good maul and well set, and yeah, just got to the whitewash in the nick of time before they were edged out over the sideline.
Yeah, vital that they stop the rot and get a score. And their energy had really picked up. They were really going for it. UCD shooting themselves in the foot, missing that penalty, and allowing them then another penalty for the scrum. And Armagh didn't need a second invitation there. So 22-8. We've seen rugby games in the last week. We've seen Wales, Scotland. Seen big leads whittled down. The SCT, I think Newbridge were trailing. Roscrea indeed were trailing Newbridge 22-0 at half time. Roscrea won 25-22, so always was a game of two halves.
Really nice strike, and looks to be good. A lovely kick from Shea O'Brien. Really good from it. Such a difficult angle.
19 points down to 12 points. Looks and sounds a whole lot different.
Absolutely, yeah. But yeah, 30 minutes, just over 30, nearly 35 minutes played, but the first 30 was pretty much just played by UCD and had all the ball, and now just 12 points between them.
Had very little downtime, so it's probably about 8 minutes left.
Really good kick from Maloney, and just knocked on there by John Glasgow.
Bit of a gift, that one. He won't be happy, obviously, with that. The sun is, in fairness to him, the sun is in his eyes at that angle at this time of the day.
We'll see Doak now with the first scrum. coming up against Milne.
Yeah, 4 UCD packing down big scrums this season with the cattle they have in their squad. 4 out of the 5 are in Leinster, either senior contracts or in the academy.
And penalty goes UCD's way.
Rory Maguire getting one back for UCD there against Dylan Points.
And Tarrant makes sure of that and puts it about 6 metres, 5 metres out probably.
Big opportunity straight after the conceding the score for UCD to get one back again and re-establish a big lead. And it's overthrown over
Tierney's head. It's hard to get it over his head. All 6'5" of them, but they managed to do it.
A good agricultural hoof there from the Armagh hooker, Jack Traynor.
And Corky puts boot to ball and Armagh kick it back with a more contestable one, and Tarrant underneath it. Safe hands as well. Gets the offload away, and Mick Maloney sees a bit of space there.
Again off his left foot, very impressed by that. He didn't hesitate, he was happy to take it on his weaker foot. Good chase from UCD.
Adam Willis kicks it back, and here comes Maloney now. They don't want to see him
Maloney
running
of the
down
Rubens.
their throat. Nearly drops it, but just thrown back inside and scrappy enough, knocked on by Sheehan, and Doe came away with it. Here's John Glasgow on his own. Looked for a pass, but no one there. And Finley now feeds it to his 10 Crummy, and McNabney shrugs off one tackle, shrugs off another, and shrugs off one more. Really good from McNabney. Class rugby here from our man. Still going, and back to Shea O'Brien, just taken down on the 22 metre line, and UCD's defence well exposed there, and Crummy now with no options outside him with the UCD line speed. Finley now goes the other way, and John Glasgow once again got on a lot of ball today already. Here's McNabney again, taking down Maguire this time. Tackle by McCarthy there, and now UCD's defence being tested here. Glasgow takes another ball to the line, and Crummy now out the back to O'Brien. Little pass over the top, but doesn't
not sympathetic, that one.
Nelson any favours.
No, he had to jump for that one like a goalie.
Shea O'Brien once again. It's been really good today.
You can see Armagh's confidence growing.
Absolutely, yeah. It seems a big moment if they can come away with a score here or not, or if UCD can hold them out. Good defence so far from UCD, and McNabney taken down.
Good smothering tackle there.
Finley now.
Show and go.
Saw that from a mile away nearly, that he was going to go himself, and Doak. Finley once again puts a little kick in behind, and there's absolutely no one there for UCD, and Lewis Finley. Great bit of play and a really, really good try, and it's a different game now.
Fantastic play, City of Armagh. Great response, great heart, great skills.
All started by the huge tear down the field from James McNabney, shrugging off about three tackles and set up the platform. They were really patient, trusting their shape, trusting their process. They didn't. It was good defence in fairness from UCD, but really good initiative from Lewis Finley. They were kind of going nowhere and needed to flash it wide or
he's a great sniper
over the top, and he's a great
sniper,
nice.
Great feet, good speed, and obviously a lovely little dink of a kick. All the skills. But McNabney's charge and breaking of several tackles led to all that. Some good rangy forwards in the City of Armagh team, and they're comfortable out wide as well. They're good ball players, so they can play an all Cork game. UCD, you sense, have sort of switched off a bit mentally.
Not the first time we've seen it, unfortunately, this season. They've tend to start strong and kind of taking the foot off the gas, and you can't say it's all UCD's fault. We've got to give credit to Armagh. They've played some really nice rugby the last 5 or 10 minutes, so probably just a minute or two left in this half, but
Two to tango. Both teams, College taking their foot off the gas a bit, and the city of Armagh very glad to take up whatever slack is there and go through their paces. Fantastic match.
And yeah, suddenly a 5-point game, and from a 22-3 lead. Really good
Great take under pressure, McNabney.
McNabney once again, and Kurtzinger trying to get out of there, does enough to not give away the penalty, and Jack Traynor now takes it forward.
Their tails are up.
Absolutely, yeah.
Rory Maguire putting the pressure in there, so not giving them anything easy. And they need that bite.
Maloney now underneath it, and he'll back himself all day long. Saw a little gap taken out by McNabney, and crossing, I think.
There's a lot of crossing today. That's the third one.
Seemed a bit harsh, I would have thought, from Frank Murphy, but a man of great experience and much higher levels than this as well. Shea O'Brien, really nice kick, gets everything out of that and brings play inside the 22. And if you told me 10 minutes ago Armagh would have an opportunity to go into half time and take the lead, I would have told you you're silly, but
I did tell you that.
Here
I
we
did
go.
say these games play seesaw, and you kind of ignored all of that. Oh, here's trouble. Former president lurking towards the box here now. We'll just see. Will we name the president? No. There's no. Just threatening demeanour there. Not happy with the commentary so far. And he's right. Commentators calling each other silly in the box here. 22-17. Certainly very entertaining. Good open game. Now will UCD put men up?
Just stay on the ground, yeah. And they go to the maul and taking Falloon, and really good hit, I think, on Traynor.
Rory Maguire was ready and waiting. He wasn't lured.
Dylan Points, I think, taking it forward, and penalty. Really good steal from Mick O'Reilly.
Yeah,
big moment.
Great body position. UCD really needed that.
Maloney goes quickly, and Armagh don't seem to be set. I think they don't look to be back 10, but
a cheeky steal, and he
go
goes
again.
again. Reminds me of Matt Dawson. Used to drive me mad. Scrum halves would just tap and go and run into players who don't have the opportunity to get back 10 metres, but them's the laws. Apparently you can do it. You can do it once but not twice. Frank Murphy gave himself a former scrum half.
Nice from Tarrant there. And yeah, really big moment from Corrievy there, just to deny Armagh the opportunity to get another score before half time. And now
we must be close on half time at this stage. We haven't had too many injuries. We're 3 minutes over the 40. It's the refs watch that matters, obviously.
Just overthrown again. There seems to be a bit of an issue in the UCD line out, but Armagh pass goes astray.
Armagh obliging with their own inaccuracies.
Jeez, it's scrappy now, and Osborne could be kicking himself to the try line here, and just into touch on the far hand side, and a scrappy bit of play brings us to half time. And it was a game at 30 minutes and then a game at 10 minutes as far as I could see, and UCD taking the 5-point lead, but yeah, letting their foot off the gas certainly, and Armagh coming right back into things, playing some lovely rugby. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes for the second half. Don't go anywhere. And we're just ready to get back underway here in the Belfield Bowl.
Halftime change there, UCD. I see Matt Healy is off. Just scanning to see who's come on.
Connor
Tons, yeah.
Into proceedings. A good player. Kurtzinger just underneath it now. Possibly a high shot, but kind of fell into it.
Yeah, Frank Murphy hasn't given any high shots today so far. Whereas others have been very quick to go to it.
Once again, a good box kick, and Cunningham underneath it and given to his out half Crummy. And there's Maloney just outside his 22, caught it, and back to Lewis Finley, and there's a bit of space in behind if he kicks it, but goes himself and does kick it now. But Maloney's back in time.
Ruben Maloney, chip and chase into some nice space there, but well gathered. Plays opposite number. Shea O'Brien indeed. And UCD hands on the ground at the ruck there.
Penalised, Gus McCarthy was penalised, but there's a few shouts from the Armagh supporters every time. But Frank Murphy was there to see that one anyway. And Shea O'Brien will kick one into the corner and give Armagh the first proper possession of the second half.
Halftime updates coming through. Any score: Shannon losing at home 6-21 against Lansdowne. Terenure also losing at home 7-10 to Young Munster. Trinity at home hosting Cork Con and hosting and besting them so far 12 points to 7. And Clontarf under pressure against Ballynahinch is 14 points all. So a lot of tight games today apart from Shannon Lansdowne so far.
And Nigel Simpson carrying into the midfield here. Michael McNabney taking that one forward. Now it's McNabney now shaping up for it, met by O'Tierney, former teammate last year on the Ireland under-20s. Out the back there to Matthew Hooks. Haven't seen a lot of him today. The outside centre for our man. Finley trying to dig it out now. A bit slow to come back, but I think the captain, McKinley, just knocked forward there off a UCD hand, and still playing advantage, but we'll restart here with a scrum just in the middle of the park on the halfway line. A bit scrappy there, but
yeah, just seeing Rory Maguire here taking a knee. He was very slow to get up after the previous collision, and he'd been sort of putting his hand to his head, just checking to see if there's any blood. So he's taken a knock to the head. We'll see how bad now shortly.
Hopefully be okay to continue. Just quick break. Obviously we had a gap week last week, but the week previous UCD lost out to Ballynahinch, and quite a poor result for UCD's perspective. Hinch beat us 40 points to 13 up there, and Armagh's last result, they beat Young Munster 29 points to 21, which was a big result for them after I think 6 or 7 on the bounce, 6 or 7 losses on the bounce, but they managed to get a win last week, and obviously every point pivotal, and unfortunately Maguire has to be withdrawn, and Hugo O'Malley will come into the fray, and played a lot this year for UCD, so Hugo O'Malley
and he's coming on interested to see that he's playing a tight head, John. He's normally a loose head, so interested to see how he goes up against Dylan Points.
It's no easy place to go in and scrum from what we've seen today previously, but O'Malley a good player, but definitely lacking a bit of size compared to his opposite number, but holds it out pretty strongly there, and picked there and given to Finley, and Finley a little grubber in behind, but Ruben Maloney is there to cover, but just loses footing and wasn't totally confident catching that one.
Yeah, and it obviously took a knock or a glance off Ruben Maloney there as he went to go for it. He lost his footing and made contact with the ball and has coughed up or maybe it was a 50-22 indeed.
It was indeed, yes.
Yeah, Lewis Finlay, you'd have to say, for me, he's the most influential player in the match so far. He's making everything happen. It's all that seems to be happening around him and what he decides to do.
Absolutely, yeah, really good player. Taken in the air by the captain, McKinley. And they go straight to the maul and moving forward so far. And Terenure just at the back, and Finley looking to dig it out and into the centre. Hooks. Finley once again now. O'Malley a bit slow to roll, but alright now. And
if somebody's sitting on him, it could be very hard to get away. But anyway, thankfully he wasn't penalised for it.
Terenure now to his tight head. Mullen. Here's Crummy now, and a few backs outside him, but really nice read from Maloney. Back inside now. Here's Mullen again, just a little tip inside.
Very efficient recycling of the ball. I mean, they're in their flow again, Armagh here.
Matthew Hook's getting on a bit of ball now in the second half and looking to get through UCD. And yeah, once again, good ball retention here from Armagh, and a few gaps appearing in the UCD defensive line. Crummy now gives it out to Hooks, and McNabney now in the wing, but bit of space in front of him.
That's a great take from Jerry Hill.
Yeah, good tackle.
McNabney asked the question, are you hard enough? Jerry Hill didn't.
McNabney a bit slow to get off his feet. Jerry Hill will be pleased to see that.
Whatever happens here, this is going to be
just stripped in contact from Jerry Hill, I think, and just knocked on, unfortunately.
Yeah. So Armagh are going to retain possession, but whatever else, it's exhausting.
Terenure now to Crummy, and O'Brien out to the forehand side wing, and nearly gets past Maloney, and I think it could be a try. Andrew Willis.
Consultation there between touch judge and Frank Murphy.
There's a few bodies down, but he's given the try.
Given.
Really good finish. We didn't have the best angle on it. We're not 100% sure.
Well, the scores are even now.
But really good finish from Andrew Willis. We'll see the replay there, and it's impossible to see whether he was in touch or not. But between Frank Murphy and the touch judge, they said yes, we can award the try.
Jerry Hill getting a bit of medical consultation there now as well. UCD won't want to lose another player to injury in the forwards anyway.
Probably that collision. McNabney as well, a bit of treatment there. You can see him just a bit slow to get back to the halfway line to join his teammates.
Yeah, McNabney.
They won't want to lose him.
Two of them will remember each other anyway. So from 19 points up, UCD is now level with the kick to come.
And O'Brien. We saw him slot at one similar to this in the first half. Can he do the same here to bring Armagh ahead for the first time today? Strikes it really nicely. Just, I think, to the left-hand side and wide.
Pulls it across the face there, yeah. I mean, UCD needs some of their big players, some leaders to make things happen here. And you wonder whether a substitution here or there just to change the shape of things might be needed and to fire things up. But they need to now start making things happen, make a couple of big plays. Hard to see where the inspiration is going to come from at the moment, but it is.
Terenure just takes it now in the air, and yeah, UCD need to get themselves back into the game somehow. And
it's still a drawn game. They're not losing, but it feels like they're losing.
Yeah,
having coughed up 19 points, yeah.
Certainly with the city of Armagh.
Finley's been masterful. I mean, there seems to be nothing that he can't do.
Really good.
Ruben Maloney, fantastic. Came from a long way back there.
Tierney now out the back to Tarrant, and there's a bit of space now if they can square it up and give it, but Shields puts a little kick in behind. Possibly brought back in, but no, I think it was inside, and Robbie O'Flynn, the touch judge on our side here, brings proceedings just inside the Armagh half.
I don't know what you thought there, Gilly, but the UCD backline there, it was kind of going through the move, but nobody really seemed to be putting an edge on that attack. And then the kick to space that was well fielded.
Yeah, definitely.
Lacking an edge here in the backs at the moment.
Someone needed to take it to the line and square it up, and because there was an overlap. But Shields put in a nice kick, in fairness to him. Wasn't an awful option, but there was definitely an overlap. And Osborne now, we can nearly get past O'Brien. Sheehan needs a bit of support with him. Clerivy's there, but slow. And Maloney takes it out and into Tarrant. Just takes it to the line, really nice. And Conor Tonge now.
Yeah, a bit of guile there from Tarrant. And
really good from
turning
Tarrant.
onto it.
Tarrant once again, and Shields outside him. The
Good
defence
feet
is
again.
there. McCarthy just needs to hold it probably. And does just that. And it's slow to roll, yeah. Maloney buying that one. Kurtzinger into O'Malley and taken down by Crummy. Bit better from UCD now, and Kurtzinger. Bit more flow to their attack, and really, really good from Kurtzinger there. Maloney now into Bobby Sheehan, the captain. Met well by Jack Traynor. And I think it was a high shot possibly, and Maloney just snipes himself at the tackler. Definitely hasn't released there, but we'll come back this way for a UCD penalty.
Didn't seem to be any way through for Maloney there. 2 stout forwards in front of him.
Nice attack there from UCD, in fairness. Didn't get much purchase, but we're shifting the ball well, and we'll come back for a penalty just on the 22 here. It'll be interesting. I think they'll go into the corner back their line out. It looks like we'll just pause for a quick injury to an Armagh player. I think it could be the out half.
Crummy, yeah. He's coming off.
Braden Lang, the replacement, I believe, on our team sheets anyway. McCarthy now, the line-out hasn't been brilliant for UCD today, but works there, and Clerivi takes it in the air, and there's Milne out the back, and a little peel play, and Tarrant just straight over, really good.
Wow, that was exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. Took a good take at the back, transfer to Milne, and you'd expect him to have gone for barging over, but he very sensibly saw 2 in front of him, drew them in, and gave the pass. Here we see didn't lose his head altogether, but in fact drew 3 defenders really close to him. That was a big play. Very mature decision making there. A lovely take by Culreevy, not to be forgotten, as you said, John. The line out has not exactly clicked all through the day.
It's been a bit inconsistent, but that'll be an important try and a bonus point try for UCD.
Yeah, you sense it's an important moment to stem the tide. It's the first score since, I don't know, early on anyway. It's probably the 30-minute mark, half-hour mark of the first half. It's the first time UCD have gone back to scoring themselves, and need to stay switched on to keep playing.
And we'll restart here. Braden Lang will get us underway with his first touch.
There's great height being got by all the kickers. I love to see it. Gives their forwards a chance to get up and put pressure on, which is exactly what's happened. UCD fielding it but not being able to do anything with it, and it's their pressure to clear.
And taken well by O'Tierney. Steady underneath it. Maloney now with a huge box kick, real distance on that. It was Cunningham underneath it.
Yeah, he went for territory.
Given to Lang.
Lets it bounce. Michael Maloney there
had a bit of time, and comfortable underneath it, and tries to get around Cunningham, but just gets him down. Shields has to play 9, and a little tip onto Jerry Hill. Back to Sheehan, and nice bit of play from the pair, and McNabney has to release him there.
The old 1-2 between the forwards. Great industry. James Tarrant puts it up. Doesn't really get much ground.
But it's a one to contest, and Osborne's underneath, and definitely.
Andrew Osborne takes a good clatter on the way down there from
O'Malley just out the back. We need to take it to the line here, but bit of space. Yeah, nice from Cork, who just injects a bit of pace, and here's Maloney now with a few Armagh defenders inside him, but well able to go all the way himself. With just a little out the back pass to Shields, but doesn't go to hand. But really good.
Wow, he's
really
a thrilling full sight, Ruben Maloney. He really has got great pace, great feet, and almost great flippers there for the pass out the back. Thrilling player.
Yeah, class. Really good as well from Corky there. Just brought it.
Yeah, Corkery seems to be
Brought
the
it to
fella
the-
who's
brought it to
straightening
the
and-
line, yeah.
Yeah, because there is a lot of drift going on.
It's important, yeah, we're doing nicely to get it out the back to the backs, but yeah, once someone brings it to the line, it seems to be creating space outside. Taken in the air by the captain, McKinley. Just fed inside. So Falloon, I believe. And Finlay. Once again. Back to Lang this time. The substitute out half.
And
That's a
UCD will take
decent-
that. You know, they're effectively a line out of this from where Armagh had their line out, except this time it's UCD's throw. So they were ruthless in the first half in building their score. They sort of seem to have switched off as well as Armagh hitting their groove. To see if UCD can be
And,
ruthless and get back to being ruthless again, efficient with their field position.
Just
and their
outside your shot, James Crummy coming in. Possible relation to Evan Crummy, I'd imagine, but can't be sure. Just taken. Seems to be a few hands. It came off a few hands, and Frank Murphy says play on. And here's Tarrant now, and Colreevy.
That ball again, it seems to be being shoveled on. You know, people again.
Corkery now.
Corkery straightening it once more.
Just
Went back there off Tarrant.
Maloney now to Sheehan and Osborne outside him with possible little crossing, but I think it was okay.
Yeah, both.
There's an Armagh player over that, and looks to be just a penalty, I think. Hands on the ground, and penalty against Nigel Simpson. I think he was unlucky there.
Players seem to be well out of puff overall. It's going to be a long, hard slog to the finish line today.
Absolutely, yeah.
UCD, remember, shipped a huge number of tackles in that in the many sequences of Armagh's attacks. It must have taken a lot out of them.
And we'll resume with it, yeah. Line out to UCD, probably 7-8 metres from the Armagh line. UCD looking to be ruthless here and just build a lead here. They've had most of the ball in this second half, but
They
really
maul
good
this
maul.
one, bit of a rumble on. Gus McCarthy gets in position. Has he got his hands on the ball? He does.
He has it now, and it's at the back, and UCD motoring forward. Probably need to dig it out. Yeah, changing his mind there, so we have an advantage out to JT, and just not many options for him in the middle of the park.
Yeah,
but
nobody running off that shoulder again.
we do have an advantage on a free play, and Maloney getting driven back by Willis. Better defence from our man Mill now. Nice carry on the forehand side into Gus McCarthy once again, and great carry from Gus, and
Yeah, he giving it
O'Malley.
everything. Throws himself into it. Bobby Sheehan's turn. Well met by a number of tacklers.
Maloney digs it out, and here's McCarthy once again. Carry for you all day long, and
Mill
Mill now
Taking
nearly
it on
gets
and
there. Just inches
short.
short, and I think we're look to be over
Looks to
there.
be over there, yeah, if the referee comes round to it.
Thought it was-
Well, that
don't know. Possibly a
you'd
hand
wonder
underneath
what-
it.
Yeah, you'd wonder
It was
why.
Maloney, or was it? Just went himself. But yeah, I think an Armagh hand managed to get underneath it. But we'll restart with the UCD penalty. We had the free play, and Michael Milne just receiving a bit of treatment now.
Yeah, he must be in shock. His first game back in many months. He must be in shock.
We will give a
He's
quick
still out there, yeah.
update. Lansdowne leads Shannon, which is an important result for UCD supporters. 28 points to 13. Terenure lead Young Munster 18 points to 10. Trinity still lead Cork Con, which is a big result for them, 17 points to 7. And then Clontarf lead Hinch 21 points to 14. So close enough games all around the grounds. And
Trinity Cork Con 17-7 will be the upset of the day so far.
yeah, Trinity with only one win this season, but we'll need probably 4 out of the last 5 or 4 out of the last 6 probably if they want to have any chance. But we'll see. And just to on the other screen here in the ball, we have a few screens on the go. 13 points to 10. Scotland against France.
It's like a stockbrokers here, the number of screens we have. It's all sport.
Thought Saturday was the day off. Not in this world.
Good scrum,
And
UCD.
yeah,
They
solid
get to
scrum
go
once
forward.
again. Maloney now gives it to Tarrant. And Osborne just outside him.
Intercepted.
Possible knock on, was it? Knock on from UCD, and Armagh will be very pleased with that. And interesting decision to come down the short side from Tarrant.
Yeah, but doing it tentatively again, very lateral. Not making it happen. Straightening up and coming onto it at speed. It's just hasn't been a feature today. With a couple of exceptions here and there. Very good scrum. I'm really impressed by Gus O'Malley, the loose head.
Hugo, just to
Hugo, indeed,
correct
sorry.
you.
And he's switching over to tight head and was getting go forward there. Very impressive. Mind you, in fairness, it has to be said that, not to be outdone, but Paul Mullen has swapped from tight head for City of Armagh and is now playing loose head. So anything O'Malley can do,
There's a bit
Mullen
of
can do.
switch, and I think McNabney's playing 8 now as well. And Osborne now underneath this one, and will look to run it back. Maloney's inside and will go himself and sees a little gap, and really good from Osborne. He could go all the way if he has a bit of support, and has support, but just into touch, I think, there. Really good from Osborne. Had no right to get through there. Maloney was there to support, but just put into touch. And
he's a big lad, Osborne. He, of course, brother of Jamie, fielded that and sort of jogged up towards Armagh, and then big change of pace, and very nearly got through.
number 19, Batty Finn or Balty Finn. We'll have to check that one. Coming in for Armagh. And go to the mall.
A bit of argy-bargy here.
Archie Bargy in the midst of things. Robbie O'Flynn with his flag out. Might have seen a bit of foul play, but the Armagh Mall still going forward here.
Frank Murphy with his arm out now.
And here's Finlay. We've seen him do this before. He's got support inside him, but doesn't use it. Goes himself. And Kurtzinger looking to slow it down. Brought
Kick
back
to
in
space
anyway.
there. Andrew Osborne is back. He's under pressure.
Osborne taken down, and tempo definitely picked up here, and there's a few tired bodies around the park.
Robbie O'Flynn, the assistant referee on this side, still with his flag out, presumably for foul play of one sort or another. So the game has gone on a long way. Armagh ripping into it.
Armagh really good.
The game in the balance here. Both teams know it. And Armagh look to have more energy about them overall.
Here's Doak now. Taken down by McCarthy and Maguire. A double effort to get him down. O'Brien now.
Nice interplay.
Here's Hook now. Taken down by Kurtzinger and Cunningham in the scrum cap. Just a bit slow to come back there. And yeah, a few tired bodies from the UCD defensive line, and John Glasgow takes it to the line now, and I think it's possibly turned over, but yeah, UCD doing so illegally.
And the assistant referee Robbie O'Flynn for that infringement down in the Armagh 22. He's taking this opportunity to get into Frank Murphy and relay the information to him.
Yeah, and play will be stopped here, and I think Robbie was playing. There was possibly something in the mall back a good number of moments ago. We'll see what he says here. Yeah. But we'll see what Frank Murphy and Robbie O'Flynn decide to do here. But Armagh with the penalty either way. We could see it. UCD going down to 14, but hopefully not. I think it'll just be a probably Sheehan just being spoken to here. A word had. Yeah, tempo really just increased there, and bit of bite to things now, and just a 7-point lead for UCD, but Armagh with a real opportunity here.
So we can hear there Frank Murphy saying that's a warning given to UCD in terms of foul play, and that playing the ball on the ground in that scenario. So that's what the last penalty's for.
And Shea O'Brien putting boot to ball, not the. Yeah, really nice kick, bringing
He's doing well.
Armagh about 8 metres short.
They seem to have more pep about them.
Yeah, it looks a tired UCD pack anyway, and Armagh replacements definitely bringing an edge to proceedings.
Yeah, and their replacements look big boys relative to UCD boys that have come on. They've got a size seems to be on their side.
Just Johnny Morton with the overthrow, and Tarrant comes away with it.
Needs a clean clear out here.
And Maloney now looking to relieve a bit of pressure. Probably nice kick from Maloney, getting it off the park by the looks of it, and yeah, really good.
Excellent.
Super.
Right on halfway.
And the Armagh line out again, and UCD will probably look to get after it again. Johnny Morton just into proceedings.
Five-man line out called.
Morton given the call by the substitute token. McNabney in the air.
Look crooked there.
Finlay into Langan. A little tip on pass, a nice bit of play. Attacking through the midfield. And just taken down, and Armagh on the halfway now, and UCD's defence definitely a bit slower off the line now, and it's a bit better from Corrievy and Milne. Corrievy looking to slow that down, but I think he's Corkery now.
They have the numbers here.
Yeah, they do.
Ball and all tackle from Andrew Osborne.
Cunningham on Osborne.
And that's been given as high. It just looked like a wrap tackle. Didn't look to be any danger there, but I think technically anything above the sternum now is no can do in the All-Ireland League. It's very protective. Thought it was a fine wrap-up tackle there by Andrew Osborne when the numbers were on Armagh's side.
And the play just being brought to just outside the UCD 22. UCD looking to put a bit of pressure on Johnny Morton, the substitute hooker. Getting the call from Cameron Doak, and another 5-man, and McNabney or Glasgow you'd imagine will be the target. Bit of noise being made by the UCD supporters, and Glasgow goes up at the front, so Tierney nearly gets there, but the maul is set, and it's back with Morton now. And the maul's well set and getting towards the UCD 22. Finlay digs it out, and Nelson outside him.
Straight off the feet, you would have thought there.
Crummy takes it forward, just on the UCD 22 now.
The Armagh forwards making good inroads out in the backs. They're being used as battering rams.
Tierney nearly, or Jerry Hill it was, nearly got over that, but we keep playing, and Finlay once again to Doak, the big man, met by O'Malley. Really good tackle.
Yeah, it got low there.
Out the back to Langan. Has Morton outside him, but I think it's just stripped in contact by McCarthy. Really good defence from UCD.
He gives it absolutely everything. James Tarrant going for a good angle and a great clearance
really
again
nice
on
one.
halfway.
Big defensive set there from UCD.
Yeah.
Great exit from Tarrant. They'll be really pleased. Armagh still with the possession, but definitely relieving a bit of pressure, and that felt like a big moment and a big defensive set. Definitely a few tired bodies, as you can see. I think Jerry Hill just down will have a minute, and I think everyone will be pleased with that. Definitely momentum with Armagh. So UCD will probably just take a minute here and hopefully just take this thing out of things a little bit. But obviously, yeah, such an important fixture for both clubs.
Yeah, just the first competitive fixture here in Dublin between the two clubs, and Armagh, they've had an incredible journey over the last 5 years. I think coming through each division almost year on year. And over the last 5 years, they've been promoted, I think, almost every time. I think the club is celebrating next year its 150th year, so very, very proud tradition.
Rich history, certainly.
And good to have another Ulster team in Division 1A.
And McNabney, a little trick play to the front.
Yeah.
Nicely done, but Osborne was alert to it.
Lots of innovation still. They've got the ideas. Doak, well tackled. The good shape in their plays, John, at this stage of the game. They seem to have more shape about them.
Sheehan, I think, has turned it over, but I think he was just off his feet or didn't release.
And UCD really hanging on.
It's a silly penalty to give away. Giving them easy access once again, and all the pressure now with O'Brien, even Shea O'Brien, Brian O'Shea, Shea O'Brien, who's who.
Only his mother would argue with you, I think.
Apologies for the mistake, but yeah, Shea O'Brien bringing play now inside the 22, and Armagh putting the pressure on UCD once again.
So Conor O'Tierney, UCD line-out leader, faces Armagh, assesses what's coming at him.
And Morton now, the first one was
3 lofty men in the middle there for Armagh. They've plenty of choice.
And McNabney goes up and straight to the maul, and they've got a bit of purchase. The last couple back with Johnny Morton, but still moving forward. And there's a few UCD players in the middle, but
on the wrong side of things.
And a UCD scrum.
Who was in the middle of that?
I think Conor O'Tierney it was. Really good. Big moment once again, and the more of those UCD can survive, the better.
Yeah, that was hard work, and there'd been a slight twist in the ruck and in the maul rather, and the Armagh players were on the try-line sign, and most of the UCD forwards were on the wrong side of that and having to work to get back, but for the fact that O'Tierney was in the middle of it all, getting in the way of it and ultimately winning the turnover, it was mountainous work.
And Maloney now with the put in.
Yeah, I'm interested in the lineup here. Tarrant he's not behind the scrum. It's all down to Maloney to clear it.
Penalty goes UCD way.
And it's not needed anyway. Yeah, UCD's earning the penalty in the scrum. Michael Milne's side, the tight head deemed to have gone in on an angle. But I'm just interested in the way James Tarrant lines up. Out halves used to stand behind.
I think
the scrum.
What they were shouting for there was just a quick one phase to Kurt Singer, crash it up and then get rid of it.
Okay.
I think that was what I could see, but
and I was assuming that we're going to see Michael Maloney do another kick from the base of the scrum, which means you don't have to pass behind and lose meters. It's great if you've got a kicking scrum half, but you saw Kurt Singer lining up, and we've lost another one.
But just overthrown again, and Sheehan couldn't get up in time.
McCarthy and O'Tierney have been throwing and catching with each other, playing with the Irish 20s last year. They're well known to each other, but it's a lot more than just the thrower and the jumper in these things. You need the lifters and all the rest of it to work as well.
And back with Armagh on the UCD 22. They've been camped here for the last five or so minutes, probably longer. And UCD's defence really getting tested, on an advantage now to Armagh. And the penalty goes Armagh's way. There's a call for how many penalties, and it's probably
not unreasonable. You'd think that UCD must be on the verge of cards at this stage with the number of penalties given.
Jerry Hill back on the ground. He's been through it today and might have to see him being withdrawn. I think it's his knee he's had a bit of trouble with.
I think we're all out of subs at this stage, certainly in the forwards, certainly in the back five of the pack. So Jerry Hill soldiers on.
Fallon possibly. if he's. I don't think we've seen him yet, but that's the only option by the looks of it. Unless Niall Carroll or Rob Gilson, and of course fancy going into the row, but I can't see that happening.
The other fixtures, Shannon still trailing Lansdowne 13-28, Terenure 25-10 up against Young Munster. The Cork Con have closed the gap on Trinity to 17-14, and Clontarf have pulled away from Ballynahinch 31-14. There is an international match going on for those who may be interested and not have it on their other screen. Scotland leading France 16 points to 10 with 67 minutes gone.
Big result for Scotland if they can hold that one out. And crooked throw from Johnny Morton. And
yeah, you'd have thought. I mean, it was low, hard. No, not even hard. Just low and crooked. So a big get out of jail card from UCD if they choose to accept it.
Yeah, UCD just really struggling to get out of their own half. They've been exiting well, good kicks to exit the ball, but still leaving Armagh with possession inside their half. But
so what would you do here, John? Try and play your way out of it with Kritzinger or Maloney from the base of the scrum? Go for touch.
I think it's just one phase or possibly two, and then just exit. Is what the usual is these days. The usual thing you'd see. I could be wrong though.
Maloney steps and passes. You're right, Kritzinger. He gets through the first tackler, but then there's somebody over the ball.
We're gonna go one more phase and then get rid of it. You'd imagine maybe another one just to set up an angle to box kick.
We're going again, and
you don't want
our dogged
mess around too many. But yeah, I think he just wants to get back to the kind of just inside the 15 and give himself the angle.
Kicks long, alright.
Really nice kick. We'll need a good kick chase here and back inside to Nelson, and there's a bit of space. They decide if he uses it, taken down by Tarrant, just nearly shrugs off a tackle, but Jerry Hill's there to Glasgow now. O'Malley throws himself at him with the help of Sheehan and hooks there out the back to, I think it's Lang. UCD just need to be solid here and make sure they don't give away any penalties and give them an easy in once again. O'Malley's over that and a really good steal for Hugo O'Malley.
Yeah, he did well. He two big men barreled into him there, but he wasn't to be shifted.
Really big impact. Yeah, he's been so solid in defence and just holding on there. And yeah, UCD about 10 minutes of sustained pressure put on them, but managed to get out of there without conceding any points, and hopefully now get into, I think, about 5 minutes to play. Would that be probably not far off? Maloney will kick to touch here. Tarrant just receiving a bit of treatment. Hopefully he's okay to continue, and a really good ball from Maloney. Bringing play now inside the Armagh 22, and UCD just need to hold on to it probably. And just on the left hand side of our screen here, France have got one back against Scotland, 16 points to 15. Just France trailing by one with the conversion to come. And
the speedster Biebery.
That'll be a great closing 10 minutes.
McCarthy hits O'Tierney.
Sheehan now to Kurtzinger, and Corkery outside him, but goes himself, and probably the right decision.
Need fast ball here if it's to happen for them, but no. Armagh are realigned. Colreevy
big
calls for high, but none being given by Frank Murphy.
Frank Murphy's been very good. It's been great flow. Hasn't called everything, and
Michael Milne, the strong carry there into heavy traffic.
There's Sheehan now, and a good carry. UCD 5 metres short now, and ball slow to come back. Here's Milne. Just turned over, I think. Right.
Looks like it. They clear their lines. They pass it back.
O'Brien. Shea O'Brien. Really nice exit, and
super exit.
Relieves a bit of pressure. UCD were close, but UCD no rush to play this. Maloney just having a bit of cramp, but I think he looks to be okay.
France get the conversion with just under 9 minutes to play, and they're a point ahead for the first time in the match, I believe. no other changes in the All-Ireland League fixtures as
really
we were.
nice line out. Tonge takes it in the air and UCD set them all.
Body position's a bit high there, UCD, but they're getting a bit of momentum in. McCarthy at the back, re-engineering himself.
Maloney now takes it out and Kurtzinger. Good
He's
carry
worked
from
hard.
himself, yeah. Gotten a bit of ball and just squirts out, but Maloney's there to tidy it up. Tonge
Tonge
needs
carries.
a bit of support. I think there's an advantage for a high tackle. So we have a free play here.
That's significant that Frank Murphy indicating it is a high tackle and it is within the range of Michael Maloney. At this late in the game, it's an opportunity to make a 2-score game.
I think, yeah, they take that.
College still playing for bigger fish.
Cork out to Osborne, but just...
And we're back for the penalty.
And yeah, I think calls from the UCD dugout straight to the post, please. It's a good distance out, but well in range for Michael Maloney, and yeah,
not too far for him.
probably put the game to bed.
Looks like 30
With
30 metres, 32 metres.
Few minutes on the clock, probably. If you were to make it a 2-score game, it'd be very difficult for Armagh to come back now. But we don't have an official time, but and then what have we? England Wales, what time? Half
4:45, reliably informed
Lovely.
by BF Sports Analysis. Streaming this game.
And of course Ireland Italy tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and we'd fancy Ireland the way they played last week with a few changes, but it should be a good game and good to have rugby back in the Aviva as the ball falls silent here for Maloney. Perfect for Maloney, and yeah, 3 points added, and should be enough for UCD to see it out, but we
Stranger things have happened.
won't count our chickens just yet.
10-point game. It will be a 5-pointer for UCD, obviously, with the bonus point for 4 tries.
Corky underneath it, just make sure of it, and yeah,
He just gets it the hell out of
inside
Dodge.
his own 22, so
Huge
it doesn't
kick.
matter. And really good from Corky. Absolutely class. It was inside his 22.
Yeah. No, big calls from Armagh.
Absolutely ludicrous.
That's it. I mean, we might see that on replay, but that seems extraordinary.
I don't know how. That's a mad decision. Anyway,
He was 5 metres inside his 22. Extraordinary decision.
Anyway, and Armagh with the line out now, probably last chance saloon, but I don't know how long they have. They might have a bit of time. And it looks to be turned over. UCD with the ball back in possession. And that's enough for UCD, and deny Armagh the losing bonus points. And yeah, what a performance. A gutsy second half, and really, really good from College.
Yeah, Armagh played a fabulous game today. They brought it all. They showed an all-court game, very impressive, 1-23. UCD just run up a strong enough score in that opening half hour before Armagh had really found their feet and got motoring. Very entertaining game.
Absolutely, yeah, really, really good game, and huge from UCD, a bonus point win, and denying Armagh the losing bonus point. They'll be disappointed in such a good effort, but yeah, pivotal there from Maloney to kick the 3 points at the end, and really, really good game. And thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. And safe home to Armagh. Thank you.
And thanks also to Midwestern Construction for sponsoring the live stream today. Much appreciated as always, and to BF Sports Analysis for providing us with all the coverage and the angles and the info.
Thank you very much. See you again.